We are Anita and Al Adventures. Join us as we fly from Rome to Lisbon, Portugal. Follow us through the hilly cobblestone streets of Lisbon. Ride a tuk-tuk to all the famous landmarks Lisbon has to offer. We're going to listen to Portuguese Fado music and enjoy delicious foods.
Thanks for watching. 1960. Old and new.
Security was a breeze coming through FCO, and you don't have
Fiumicino or Fiumicino. Tell us in the comments how to pronounce this airport's name.
I believe it took us approximately 2 minutes. Arrivederci.
Arrivederci, Roma. Love you. Heading to Lisbon.
One of the things that we learned from following Kara and Nate is that they always buy chocolates for their flight crews. This is a smaller plane with a smaller crew, so it's a smaller box of chocolates to do something nice, not to expect anything in return. In the airport waiting area, there are so many amazing food places, bars, bakeries, restaurants.
The airport is about 16 miles from Rome. It has great shopping and food options. We wanted to try everything. There's a grand piano in the international terminal that anyone can play, and a very talented passenger played music for us. Lisbon, also known as Lisboa, is the capital city of Portugal. Its hilly landscape is built on 7 hills, and it's so awesome to explore the various highlights of each area via tuk-tuk or historic tram. We love the panoramic views and the pastel-colored buildings. We're having a lovely breakfast here in the hotel's library, garden area. Fancy!
Tuk-tuk with a fantastic tour guide, Fernanda.
Hello.
And we should have a beautiful day here in Lisboa.
It's old and lots of color. A lot of the city was destroyed, you know. For example, Baixa was completely gone. And
From the
also-
earthquake or the
Yes,
tsunami?
the earthquake.
Both.
Both. It was first the earthquake.
We are on our tuk-tuk tour around Lisboa, and we are heading over to Helem.
We invented the recipe of pastel de nata with the monks from the monastery of Jeronimus. They were in need of some money. They gave the recipe to the owner of that shop.
Awesome.
In return with some money to help them on the church.
We are at the famous Pasteis de Belém, 1837. I'm having my first Pasteis de Belém while sitting in a tuk-tuk.
The Tower of Belém is located a few minutes away from the center of Lisbon and was built on a small island in 1519 on the Tagus River. A devastating earthquake in 1577 caused the island to shift towards the river's edge. Look how beautiful and majestic the Tower of Belém is. We don't normally drink at 10:20 in the morning, but pina colada sounded really good.
And it's refillable.
So the Moors, they came from century 8 and they stay here until 12th century. Time that the Portuguese came from the north and we conquer all this hill from the Moors in the 12th century. We rebuilt the cathedral and has been like that, like this, since 1147. So this is the oldest church we have. Also, this area survived a lot earthquake and also this cathedral. Stop, okay?
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. This is part of the beauty of Lisbon.
Look, a cruise ship and a spectacular view. Spectacular Lisboa, also known as Lisbon. Anita and Al Adventures.
Comment, like, and subscribe. We're in Lisbon right now. We're at one of the miradores, and this one is called Porto de Sol. Lisbon is very hilly, and the streets are made of cobblestone. The 3-hour tuk-tuk cost us $196 for the two of us. Boy, were we glad we did. And now we're at the highest point in Lisbon. It's called Senhora do Monte. Look at how spectacular that view is out there. Beautiful.
And up at the tippy top, you can see the castle way back there.
Way back there.
Anita and Al Adventures.
Comment, like, and subscribe.
Thanks for watching. Continuing on our tour on our tuk-tuk. We are going to another lookout point, and then we are going to have lunch, and then we're going to try to go on the ferry to the Christ statue. And we are at another lookout point called the
Mirador San something.
How was the tuk-tuk?
Could not made it around Lisbon without this tuk-tuk. Time out market.
So you want to go to the timeout market?
Time out market.
the famous Pink Street here, and during the night there is lots of restaurants open, bars, disco, clubs, but during the day it's very quiet. We're taking the 20-minute later ferry over to the Christ statue. took the ferry to cross the Tagus River to get to the Christ statue. The ferry takes about 10 minutes and it's 130 euros each way.
Right, $5 Euro Tuk Tuk. Yeah. Let's go.
We're off to see Jesus. This Christ statue was built in the 50s, and it was built in commemoration of the fact that Portugal did not have the same destruction that other European countries did after World War II. So they were very thankful to Jesus that they didn't have destruction and bombings. It's similar to the statue that is in Brazil. The beautifully distinctive suspension bridge that looks similar to the Golden Gate Bridge, but it changed its name to the 25 of April Bridge in 1974. Out for a little late afternoon stroll in one of the squares here in Lisbon. Colors of the buildings and the sun bouncing off of them. Just an absolutely spectacular day here in Lisbon. Beautiful. It's a beautiful evening sitting here in one of the squares in Lisbon, watching the sunset, the cruise ship go by, surrounded by beautiful architecture and awesome food. Portuguese fish cakes, Serra da Australia cheese, most famous cheese in Portugal. What a cool metro entrance. Gorgeous.
When we're walking, I'm gonna have this red umbrella. Please follow it. If you wanna record or take pictures, please don't use flash, okay? And if the artists are singing, because the artists are gonna do 2 songs each, so 4 songs, and then small breaks. In these small breaks, we're gonna translate the lyrics for you and answer any questions or have anything that you wanna tell us.
Booked a tour through Get Your Guide for 42 euros each. It included a guide, Fado music show, and a Portuguese dinner and drinks. Fado music is Portuguese folk music since the 1800s. It's very mournful with songs about lost sailors and broken hearts. It's typical within 2 neighborhoods in Lisbon, Alfama and Barrio Alto.